Hey everybody, welcome back. Live at Drew's house, Joppa Afternoon Drive. Another edition here in Newburyport from our lovely Newburyport studios. Our guest today, one of our favorites, just back from Key West, Florida, LuFFKiD in the house.
Damn, has been a while since I last went into your eyes. But the thoughts of you just keep erupting me on my sanity. 'Cause you're so beautiful, I'm wishing to bring you near to fall in love again someday. Yeah, remembering summertime, making love above the rain with my sweet thing. Summertime, making love above the rain with my sweet thing. Summertime, making love above the rain, yeah, with my sweet thing. Summertime, we're one and the same, me and my sweet thing. Damn, let's take a drive down to the ocean, let's get high and just roll on by, bye bye. Shining sun, yeah. You and me on a beach feeling free, staring at the stars with the moonlight shining. In the summertime, love's above the rain with my sweet thing. Oh, it's summertime, love above the rain with my sweet thing. Oh, summertime, big love above the rain with my sweet thing. Oh, summertime, you know we're one and the same. Like that, oh, like that, oh, like that, da, da, damn, like that, oh, like that, oh, like that, da, da, damn, baby, lock the door, lock the door, let it in, yeah, lock that door, lock that, oh, da, 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 yeah, oh, sweet summertime, yeah. I say, oh, it's summertime, making love above the rain with my sweet thing. Oh, summertime, we're one and the same, me and my sweet thing.
Woo! LuFFKiD, welcome back. How are you, my man?
Hey!
Everybody wake up. How we doing?
It's good. We're doing.
Good to see you again. How long you been back for?
Oh.
You don't even know. Days,
really,
weeks.
No. It's been about a week, I think, now.
But back a week? Cool.
Think.
How was Key West? How was the stand down there?
Key West is always great.
Yeah. Are you happy to be back? Is it? I know you love Key West, but is it a nice kind of?
Yeah, it's always good. It's always good to switch up.
Yeah.
But before that, I was in Czech Republic, over in Prague.
Wow.
Just checking it out.
Checking out Czech. Did you play?
What? No, I actually did. I sat in with this band.
No kidding.
But I was literally just there for about a week and a half, 2 weeks, maybe 2 weeks.
Yeah. What's that? Just you're at a bar and you said, "Can I play a little?"
Well, no, I met some people and they said they had some friends that were hosting like a jam. They're like, come through this thing, so I came through.
Nice.
And I keep waking up and I don't know where I am.
Check.
I know I'm in I woke up this morning and I was like, okay, I know I'm in Massachusetts. I'm back home. Oh, no, I was in New Hampshire.
Oh, yeah. You weren't even.
I don't know where I am.
New England it was. Yeah. Well, speaking of New Hampshire, I know you get a bunch of New Hampshire dates. That's a popular spot for you here when you get back. You get right into it, right? I saw you on the schedule. I think Bernie's there and a bunch of other spots too, right?
Yep.
Doing the roof. I always like that in the summertime.
Yep, that's this Friday, 2nd. We're doing that.
Full band?
Full band.
Yeah.
Then I do that trio on every Wednesday, and then do the patio on Thursdays, which is downstairs, solo. Which is fun too. It's fun to switch it up. You know,
as he yawns.
No, I'm just tired.
I know
man.
you're tired.
I'm tired. It's like, I went to bed at 2 and woke up at 4.
It's so funny when you guys, because so many of you guys, we do these shows early in the day. You guys aren't used to this. You're used to starting at 9 p.m.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Well, they got me going over there at 7.
Do they? Yeah.
7.
They do a lot of daytime stuff now over there.
I did New Year's Day. I did at 11 a.m. This is down in Key West.
That's not a good fit for you.
It actually kind of worked out because
it?
I was kind of going with from the night before.
Did you sleep?
What?
Did you sleep?
Like I said, probably 2 hours.
Yeah, all right.
Sleep like in 2 to 3 hours at a time.
New Year's
Take lots
after
of
party.
naps. I take lots of naps.
I do too.
Nip, nap, patty, whack.
They are refreshing, even a half hour
They're
nap,
good.
man.
It's like even 15 minutes.
Yeah. Hey, you're right. That does work.
Like
It's amazing how that works.
you just, and then you got to pull yourself out of it and just be like, all right.
Yeah. And now I know the experts say it's not REM sleep, right? So they say it's not, but there's definitely something to it. I feel better.
After we were texting this morning, I definitely finally fell asleep, but it was like for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And I went right into REM.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
It was like some like old abandoned building in the middle of nowhere where we were in like some Jeep.
Oh, dreaming.
It was like it was kind of like almost, I sensed it was about to get really violent.
Oh, yeah.
It was like third world country.
Don't you hate those dreams when like you wake up and you like there was the story going on and you didn't get to finish it?
Right.
You're like, I don't know where we were going with that. You know what I mean?
Yes, I do know exactly what you mean.
God, I hate that. It happens to me all the time. I wake up. I'm doing this weird thing right now too. I should probably, my boss is probably gonna be concerned about this, but I'm like sleeping. Even when I like get like I can sleep a full night. I don't sleep more than like 4 hours.
Yeah.
I like snap out of it, and then I'm like, where am I? What, did I oversleep
Okay,
something?
so it's not just me.
Oh, okay, yeah, you do that too? Yeah, it's weird. Oh, yeah. We're about the same age, right? I wonder if that's a thing.
Could be.
Maybe.
Who knows?
We're getting older and more messed up as we... Oh, man.
Soul's the same age.
Yeah, there you go. Kid at heart. And so I said that to so I went to the dentist the other day after I hadn't been since like COVID for cleaning, which is bad.
yeah.
I had the wisdom teeth pulled in the middle, so I felt like I had been to the dentist, but
Okay.
I hadn't really done it for the...
You had your wisdom teeth pulled in the middle of the...
yeah, right in the middle of the pandemic.
Huh. Interesting time.
Not a bad time to do it. It seemed...
Well, it seems a very interesting time to do it.
well, I
Like,
didn't- I'm not sure why I did it. I just knew that it had to be done.
were your teeth moving?
No, I think it was just actually. You know what? I think the pandemic probably. I think I was almost like bored, and I was like,
you just wanted something
It was
to
like
do.
hardcore quarantine days, and I was like, you know what? I really need. Let's start checking off some things that have kind of been bugging me. They told me I need my wisdom teeth out. Let's take care of that. So that's what I did. But what was the point of that story with that?
I have no idea. I have no idea.
So I went to get the cleaning, and they were worried about this thing. Like I had she's like, oh, you got a lump in your mouth, and immediately I'm thinking the worst. I'm like, oh God, what are you seeing? She's like, that doesn't hurt. You don't feel that? I'm like, no. So we're gonna send you to a specialist for that. So I'm like thinking horrible things about what God knows what's happening. It ended up being like it's like a crystal, like nothing. They just like literally cut you open and remove it. I'm thinking it's probably something horrible. It's not. They're like, no, this is actually more common in kids. And I go, well, I'm a kid at heart. I guess that was the point of my story.
All kids.
Oh man, the band is back on the rooftop on Friday. What do you do? Do they come visit you down at Key West?
I've been trying to get them down there, but
Yeah.
it's hard to because the tickets for the
Yeah.
flights are expensive. So
Yeah.
and it's the way it works down there is like everyone's that's permanent down there. Like I'm a 7-monther, so like
Yeah.
I'm not permanent.
They have those labels on people down there?
No, I'm just making this up as I
Right.
go. But like people that live down there year round that are there through like the in Colorado we used to call it the mud season.
Okay.
When the ski season was out.
Mud season.
But yeah, but because it's
Yeah.
wet and
Yeah.
all everything. The people that stay down there, that they have all the slots. So it's like I just keep in touch with all of them, and then when I come through town, I just say, hey, I'm in town if you want to take a night off.
That's fun.
And all like every week is like nothing, and then I end up playing 6-7 times a week.
Wow. That's pretty.
But I'll go into every week with anxiety and worry
About not having work.
about
Yeah.
and the next thing I know, I'm like,
Yeah.
I could use a day off.
Yeah. Well,
It's so weird. It's this crazy place. I don't know another place.
I bet. I mean, I
I've
know.
been to a place like that.
I know you play all these real establishments that pay you very well. I'm just curious. I mean, some of the best musicians in the world do this just for fun. I'm curious if you do. You ever do the busking thing? Just take that guitar out on the street and see what happens? Probably been a while.
I've done it. Yeah, it's been a while. I got a buddy, Billy, that does it. He honestly comes. He kind of does the same thing I do. He's from Connecticut. He goes down there in the winter, and then he just goes down to Sunset Pier and just opens his guitar. He's got a little one of those powered speakers, and then he does that, and he says he does fine. Every night he just does it. He's got his little spot. No one bothers him, and he makes a bunch of tips.
Yeah, that seems more low key. Some of those places are like territorial. Don't take my busking spot.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure you're supposed to have like a. Actually, I don't know. I'm not gonna talk.
Well, that's cool. So the band. So this is like you guys get back together as a band now. Is it? Do you have to do like rehearsals, or are you guys like riding a bike? You pick right back up and let's count it off and play.
Yeah, that's kind of how it goes.
Yeah.
Because we all live about like an hour from each other, so.
Yeah. You can name drop the band. Who is the band these days?
That
You
I'm
can
playing
name,
with?
Yeah, name drop the boys.
There's really not a. It's really just LuFFKiD.
Okay.
And
Yeah, because you
and
guys
friends.
and friends. All right. Yeah.
But like my homie Shane plays drums. He's insane. I don't know if you've seen him.
I have. He's insane. Yeah.
Yep.
We saw him last summer.
He's insane.
Yeah, and met your bass player
Johnny
separately
Bass.
too. Johnny Bass. Yeah.
Johnny Bass.
He's a South Shore guy, right?
Yeah, he's.
I see him playing down there a lot.
Yeah, he's definitely just south of Boston. I don't know exactly where. He's
Gotcha.
from. Brockton, maybe.
And now they all come back for you.
And then Kazi, and then Tyreek, Trevor. I got so many people I just shuffle in. Daryl Staves Jr. is some kid I get to play with.
Yeah.
Who is incredible too. He's a drummer. He plays with a band called Ducksworth. And they play all over the world and doing like stadium tours. And,
Wow.
And every once in a while, like I'll just hit him up, be like, "Hey, can you do this gig?" And Shane can't do it. I'll just hit him up, and he'll either be like, "I'm out of town," or he'll be like, "Yeah, I'll do it." I'm like, "It doesn't pay much." He's like, "I don't care."
It is for the you do have to have a backup plan, right? With this, I mean, like you said, you're all doing a million
jazz.
things.
It's the old jazz vibe. It's just book gigs and then put the band
Figure
together.
it out, yeah. It's like, what was it? Who was it? Was it Chuck Berry? He used to always have like he would just travel, bring himself, and have a band waiting for him. And
I mean, like, it's what are you supposed to do? You know, wait for everybody else.
right,
You know, if you do that, it's good to have a solid core band. Don't get me wrong. I loved having a band and practicing 3-4 times a week.
Yeah.
For 3 to 4 hours a day.
right,
Because you get really tight doing that. And, but at some point you just gotta, you know, people. You can't depend on people.
yeah,
All the time, and in my situation, it's easier to just keep book stuff and just find the best players and know that they're gonna bring some heat.
yeah.
So everyone I play with brings heat, and that's.
You guys are a fun show, man. I remember that was one of the last shows I went to last summer at the Hampton. Was checking your band out, and that is an energy-filled show, my friend.
Yeah, that's. Well, Shane last night he did something to his wrist. And he goes, at the beginning of the show, he goes, "Adam, I just got to warn you, man. I'm not going to be playing as hard as I normally do. It's going to be not as energetic." I go, "What did he do?" He did something. Something fell on his right here.
Oh, man.
I'm like, "Is it numb?" Like, I get tendonitis here. This goes numb.
Yeah.
These 3 fingers.
From playing?
Yeah, from playing. And he's like, "No, it's not numb. It's just like," he's like, "I can feel it. It's like swollen right here." I go, "Okay, well, you got to ice it. You got to rest it, ice it, compress it, elevate it." The Rice theory.
Yep.
And, but sure enough, within a minute, Shane's going off, breaking sticks. There's wood chops going everywhere.
You can't help
I was
himself.
like, "Shane, this is why I love you, man."
Oh man, that is funny. The tendonitis thing. That's I saw Springsteen wearing a thing, a black.
Yeah, I'm
thing
supposed to sleep with one on this arm.
Yeah.
Because they were saying that's when you sleep is when you really screw it up because
Oh, is that how you sleep?
I don't know. I don't know.
I can't picture that. Oh,
Sometimes I say like this.
oh, that's
like-
hilarious. I guess. Yeah, I definitely don't do that.
Airplane.
Yeah.
Airplane.
More of an airplane sleeper. That is funny. I like that. You want to do another one? What do you got on it next for us here? LuFFKiD in the house here. Joppa Afternoon Drive. A big shout out to our team, by the way. We got Maeve Power and Lily Woodger in the house today. First time for Lily. She's getting some training from Maeve, so good to see Lily. Sarah Hayden, the boss in the house, as always. We appreciate her. You got one ready? You good?
I'm going back in my brain here.
Yeah? I like it when he tests himself. LuFFKiD live at Drew's house. Joppa Afternoon Drive.
Thankful for you, you lift me up, get my soul to sign. I wanna ride this train with you, can't be afraid to fall again. But I know just what this'll do, the lonely hearts will break a friendship. But I love everything you do, so use me, break me all you want, never give you reasons to hide. No, never give you reasons to lie. You can call on me anytime. Don't wait to fall. Don't wait to fall. You might find your heart's been missing out on, so you never knew. So don't wait to fall. No. But it takes more than two. The circumstances gotta combine to ride another way with you. Can't be afraid to live again. And I know just what this'll do. Lonely hearts will break a friendship. And I love everything you do. So use me, break me all you want. Never give you reasons to lie. No, I'll never give you reasons to hide. You can call on me anytime. Don't wait to fall. No. Don't wait to fall. You might find your soul's been missing out on, so you never knew. So don't wait to fall. No. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. No, wait to fall. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. No, don't you ever wait to fall. Yeah. Don't wait to fall. Don't wait to fall. Don't wait to fall. Don't wait to fall.
Hey, LuFFKiD.
Ended it with the Pink Floyd chord.
Live at Drew's house, Joppa Afternoon Drive. LuFFKiD in the house joining us. We got a music show here today. Haven't seen him in a while. I haven't seen you since before Christmas. I did a little backtracking and figured that out.
Yeah, you're wearing my jacket, bro.
That's right, man.
My
Remember
leopard
that.
jacket.
That's right.
I got it in the car.
I got a lot of compliments on that thing.
Dude, it's so funny. I wore that out in Hampton after the show last Friday. And like everyone's like, even like kids are just like, oh, that's a nice jacket.
Oh man, that's too funny. You know what I did this past weekend? I did Boston Calling, that festival.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was fun. A lot of good acts. You ever
What'd you see?
Well, Foo Fighters were the Friday night.
Oh, sick.
That was my first time seeing them, which was cool. It's funny. They're not like I don't know how you feel about them. They've never been like my favorite band, but like you grow up. Yeah, you grow up. You're 36, and it's like you know all these songs. You know, it's like clearly they're no worries. You're clearly. You're like.
I said, sit.
Yes, guitar, sit, please.
Guitar. All
But-
sit.
Yeah. Foo Fighters were great. That was good. Lumineers were really great. Saturday, I hadn't seen them. I had not seen them in like 10 years. Actually, I saw them open for Dave Matthews, who I know you're a friend of, in Manchester, New Hampshire. Like right as they got big, and it was like Ho Hey was playing in Starbucks and everything. Yeah. Like that was kind of their first deal. And they were like big enough, but the opening act had a huge crowd. But they set up right behind where I was sitting for their little merch table or whatever. And I got to talk with them for like 5 minutes, and they were just the nicest band you could ever meet. So I've always rooted for the Lumineers ever since then.
Where are they? They're not from Colorado.
I don't know where they're from actually. I would actually, now that you say Colorado, it actually kind of sounds right, but I'm not sure.
I think they might be from Colorado. I can't remember if it's them.
If you'd like to text us, tell us where the Lumineers are from. You know who I really liked? Mount Joy. You ever hear of them? I could see you doing a few Mount Joy. MT Joy. Mount Joy.
Mount Joy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, no, I don't.
They're a Cali band. They're Philly like roots, but Cali based or something. They were really good. And Alanis Morissette.
Oh,
who has real potential? That woman.
I think she's gonna.
She's gonna make it someday.
I think. That girl good.
That
girl good.
That girl good. She was great. Yeah.
That song. I remember. What did she write it about? The dude from
Full House.
Full House.
Uncle Joey.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard him?
I mean, that song is sick, though. I mean,
I think the whole album's like kind of about him, right? Isn't Jagged Little Pill like all?
I don't know.
I think it's all
song,
angry.
dude.
Which one are you talking? Which one?
But I'm trying to remember the beginning of the chorus.
I love it when he does this. He does this all the time. Oh yeah.
How quickly I was replaced.
Love that you get. Yeah. I'm gonna get to the actual title of that song by the time we open.
She go down on you in a theater.
I'm not here to remind you the last you said you made away. It's not fair. We're gonna get to the title. I don't have it yet.
Actually, that one might be fun to do.
Oughta Know.
I can relate
That's called
to that.
Oughta Know, his name.
Yeah.
I told you we'd work it out, people.
Actually, that's not gonna. Maybe I should start doing that one.
I love that.
I really do like that song.
It's a great song. I will tell you, man, she belts it out.
Oh yeah.
Like she doesn't do like she's like kind of a funky dancer, like kind of like almost kind of weird and like a good way to watch.
Right.
And she's just kind of like all over the place.
Yeah.
Like it's not this choreographed pretty thing. It's like running around. Yeah, it's great. I loved it. She was awesome. So, and she's not like touring either. So I'm wondering if she's just gonna do some festivals.
I could never do the choreographed.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I maybe could, but I don't think I'm that talented enough to do that. Choreograph, like, remember what the heck to do.
Yeah.
And, it's like bands like that, like from the early 90s that, like Dave Matthews, Alanis Morissette, Blues Traveler, like, they were just jamming and getting into it. Nirvana, like, all those bands were just Pantera, everyone's just throwing down.
Yeah.
Like, they were like, they didn't care. They were just like,
right.
What?
And then
it wasn't like a pop commercialized vessel.
It was like the boy bands were like a response to that.
Yeah, but then again,
Yeah.
to the credit of all the commercialized pop boy bands and girl bands type stuff, like that's not easy.
No.
Like Michael Jackson. You kidding me? Like the amount of effort and energy that went into all his productions was like ridiculous.
That's why Prince amazes me so much, because Prince had all the raw stuff.
Right, and mixed in with but that's like James Brown had his things. He had his thing. He did that. Go.
Yeah.
But then Prince was doing with the James Brown. Even Michael Jackson was doing James Brown. I mean, James Brown is hands down the best funk artist.
Hardest working man in show business.
Yeah, I mean, like that guy pioneered so much.
Yeah.
In like just funk.
You go back and watch him too. It's like, I mean, I don't know how long he's playing for, but like if you just watch his shows, it's like it's all in. It's sweating. It's like dying on the stage. And it's like, and then he's playing the next night too. Okay, like,
well, I mean that's how it goes. I mean, if you can, like that's the way you do it. You just put your soul into it and like everything you got.
Yeah.
Especially if you're playing to like people.
Yeah.
Like what really sucks is when you play to nobody.
Yeah.
And you still do it.
Yeah.
Like, that takes more, like sucks more of your soul and your energy out.
Yeah.
But when there's people there, like if you're not going as hard as you possibly can, then you shouldn't be on stage.
Yeah.
But I think most people that play music feel that.
When you get I mean, everybody has small crowds, right? When you get a crowd that you're like, not the best turnout tonight or whatever, you're hoping for better. Do you sometimes like go even like harder just because like this is gonna be like a prove it night? Should have been here.
But so I always pump out as much as I can.
Yeah.
And then
That's the LuFFKiD guarantee.
If you're guaranteed to get the most out of me. No, but what happens is because it's a two-way street when it comes to the crowd and the performer. So if the performer's pumping out,
Yeah.
and there's no one there to pump back, the performer will get drained
Yeah.
naturally.
Yeah.
Like even in rehearsals,
Yeah.
you know, like we can do 2 or 3 songs, and I'll throw it all in, and then need a break because I'm just like sweating
Yeah.
sweating and
Yeah. Sweating hard.
sweating my balls off, and you know, need a break. But like,
Yeah.
but when you have the crowd, so it's like then you have if you're doing it as hard as you can, and the crowd is feeling it, then it's just a circular rotation.
Right.
So their energy will come back to you, so you'll give you energy to pump back in, and then it's just like this great flow, and it's awesome.
Do you ever have nights where you show up and like you're like I don't know, maybe not feeling well, or not much in the tank, 100%. You feel it, and then you just feel that like immediate lift, and you're in it, like from a crowd.
Yeah. Oh yeah. 100%.
Crowd literally picks you up. And,
yeah. Oh yeah. 100%.
That's gonna be a
That's
good
what
feeling.
I'm saying. It's like stepping into a circular pool
Yeah,
of
exactly.
energy, because that's literally it's what it is. It's energy. It's just everyone gives off energy, and whether you know it or not, whether it's good or bad.
Yeah. Hopefully it's good.
Yeah. Well, it depends what kind of show we're going.
Yeah, right.
But even at like heavy shows, I mean, I think like most people are just trying to get out
Yeah.
some energy and
two concert moments I wanted to bring up. One, you missed Taylor Swift week here. What are your thoughts there, by the way? This is a crazy phenomenon.
on Taylor Swift.
Yeah. I would like to know.
I think she's a beautiful human being. I think she's done a great job with building up her career. I play one Taylor Swift song.
Do you? You have one in the
at
repertoire?
weddings?
Wedding, yeah.
And I'm glad to not to do. I don't do weddings anymore. I'm glad to say that.
She's like these. Did you follow this at all? The ticket prices here?
Yeah, that was
It was
crazy.
insane. I just read an article about this is like 2 weeks after now about people like young girls. I'm safe to say were having amnesia. Like they don't remember being at the show because they blacked out with
that's like Michael
exhilaration. Like they were just so excited to be there.
That's people. Remember Michael Jackson videos in the '80s?
Yeah.
You had the girls in front line like,
And they, yeah, I guess.
and even guys. Too,
And this is
like,
not alcohol involved, by the way. These
this
are
is
like
complete.
Yeah,
It's like
teenage,
an adrenaline,
yeah.
freak out.
Like they watch the videos back, being there, and they're like, I don't think I would have known I was there if I didn't have this video. It's crazy.
Yeah. Well, I remember the only. Just to go back to what you said, what do I feel about her? Like I said, I think she's done a great job for being an independent artist and blowing up.
Yeah.
I mean,
How do you not like her? She writes her own stuff.
yeah.
It's all live.
She pays attention to her fans, from what I know. I mean, I don't really follow her that much, but what I know, what I've heard of her is that she does a great job at at communicating as much as she can. I mean, you can't.
Took on Ticketmaster. A little bit.
Did she take on Ticketmaster?
They screwed it up like they did with everybody, like the dynamic pricing, like Springsteen fans all got charged too much, Taylor Swift, Beyonce, but
Well, I went to right before Christmas. I went to Bocelli concert at TD Garden.
I saw you tweet that, yeah.
Yeah, and
Or whatever.
that wasn't cheap.
Yeah.
And we were we had good seats. We were like in the 111 row.
Yeah.
Like right in the middle.
Yeah.
It was perfect.
Yeah.
But it was expensive. Like
Yeah.
I don't remember paying more than $70 for a ticket. Quite honestly, every time I go to a show in a city, I know someone. I'm like, put me on the list.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it is. I've been following it since kind of coming out of COVID. The ticket game for concerts is a little different.
But so what's the concept? You think that like
I don't know.
there shouldn't be a because it's art.
Yeah, but I just
If you want to look at the Mona Lisa,
yeah.
which if it was owned privately, you'd have to go into someone's house. And what if they had paid
Yeah.
$20 million for it, or how much is? I don't even know how much that's worth. I don't really know where I stand on this. I think there should be a price limit on what a ticket is, but at the same time, it's art, so it's up to basically the artist.
Yeah.
To determine that.
Well, the whole Ticketmaster thing is, I think it's more them the issue, but the artists do have to prove it and go through them. So it's like back in the day, I never paid for instance, Springsteen. He's my guy. $75 whether you're in the first row or the last. That's what he did. 75.
It was like
Dave did that too. Yeah.
It'd be like
yeah,
maybe $100.
So Bruce does dynamic pricing at the Garden this year. Dynamic pricing is just they have some algorithm that watches the demand coming in, and they're flooded. The people are buying tickets like this, they're crazy. So it raises the prices. So dynamic pricing is the demand for these tickets is this high, so we're going to raise the prices. Now the bottom level price is going to cost this much more, and everything goes up. So that's what it is. And it's hard to swallow if you've been paying $75 or whatever, $100 for the last 10, 15 years.
I guess the other element is that artists used to make money off their albums.
True. Yep.
Make their livings from just selling records.
Yeah.
Now they have to do it all playing shows and selling merchandise.
There is definitely that.
So I like I said, I really don't know where I stand on it. I mean,
you're not going to fight against
me. You can catch me for free.
Friday night at Hampton.
Or $5 here and there. Maybe 10.
Oh man, that's funny. Well, we're glad to have you back in town. Anyway, we look forward to seeing you. I think we're going to come out and see you this weekend. Actually, that'll be fun. See the whole band. The whole band.
Actually, we had Daryl Staves on drums this week.
Oh, it's not because of the injury, is it?
No, that's Shane.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
Daryl's the one who plays with Ducksworth.
Oh, okay.
Who has been doing like stadium tours.
Sweet.
And his name's Daryl Staves Jr. And I'm just surprised every time I get to play with him.
Nice.
All these kids I play with.
So you'll be excited.
Yeah.
Beautiful thing.
It's just hilarious that they want to play with me.
Oh, please. You have no idea how many people talk you up when they come in here. And that guy's one of the best around, man. All these sweet things. One other quick story. I think you'll like this one, so I'll save it for the air. I'll put it on the air here. Chad Stokes, Chad at Dispatch? I think we've talked about him before. Yeah. I saw him do a solo thing. He was doing a birthday party for a friend. He does weird things because he doesn't like tour and he just doesn't care about it. So he's doing a birthday party for a friend. It turned into a show. So we go, not a huge crowd. And a bunch of politicians in the back because his buddy's a politician. So the politicians all they go back there near the bar. All the fans are up front. One guy in the crowd gets up, yells at the politicians. He goes, "Hey, we got live music going on up here. You guys shut the..." It was awesome. It was the funniest thing I've seen at a show in a while. But, oh, man. You gonna do another one here? You want to play us out?
I'll do like a quick one.
You gonna get a quick one? And play us out? And give us your dates one more quick time.
All right, June 2nd is Friday at Bernie's.
So your fans
July
already
1st, August 4th, and September 1st.
And
I don't expect anyone to remember that.
Instagram is at
LuFFKiD, LuFFKiD.
Yep.
And you can find me at LuFFKiD on Facebook, LuFFKiD.com, LuFFKiD. Steaks for dinner.
Beautiful.
I don't know.
All right, we'll see you.
LuFFKiD.idiot.
Go check him out at Hampton Beach. He'll be there. Really, a whole bunch of dates this summer. So do that. He's all around. He's playing this weekend. Go see him. He's one of the best in the business. LuFFKiD from our Newburyport studios. Thank you all. Have a good day. Live at Drew's house.
What you want from the light while you're reaching up for the light? Everything you've been dreaming of, so set up in your mind, but I just want to see you take your body against mine, 'cause you got that love, so put it right on me. Yeah, looking for love in all the wrong places, looking for love in the lies of faces. Go back, all them ghosts come up. Start to realize that I never get enough. Connecting sound connects, got cheap flow inside you now. So let's get down and just funk it on the side. I need some more love. I need some more of your love, baby. I need some more love. Need some more of your love, baby. This is the time that your memory unfolds. Days of grinding your time away. Love and live bold. Declaring time away. myself, yeah, right in the lines I find. I'm in control, no fear ever needed here. Keep it rolling, yeah, get with the times. Keep rubbing it on, yeah, yeah. I need some more love, need some more of your love, baby. I love to love you, baby. Love to love you, baby. Need some more love, baby. Need some more love, baby. Shine light in my shade. Be loving, baby. Give me your energy, baby. Be my loving, baby. Give me your energy, baby. Baby. 'Cause I need some more love. Need some more.